Welcome, students. Today, you are going to learn a little bit about organizing Google Drive, how to access your Google account, and how to share documents with teachers or your other classmates, as well as where to find the documents that you are sharing or have been shared with you. So the first thing I want you to do is find your Drive app. It looks just like this. It's a nice green, yellow, and blue triangle, kind of like the recycling sign almost. That's your Google Drive app. If you can't find it, swipe down from the center of your iPad and you'll get a search and you can type in Drive and it should come up and you can then click on it and it'll open your Drive. As you can see, I have lots of folders to organize my drive so I can find various items that I'm looking for. You will want to do the same thing. I recommend every grade create a folder for your grade. So if you are a sixth grader, create a sixth grade folder, and then within that folder, have each of your classes have its own folder. So if I'm a seventh grader, I'd create a seventh grade folder. Then I'd have my math, my science, my social studies, my language arts, whatever electives you're in, have a folder for every single class. That way you can organize your documents that way. Then next year, you would create the next grade. So if you're a seventh grader this year, next year you'd create an eighth grade folder. And the cool thing is about your Google Drive is all of your files will be there all through 12th grade. And then when you graduate, you can have everything transfer to your own private Google Drive when you graduate. Now, some of you might be like, I don't know how to log into my Google Drive. So let me show you how to log in. Your school Google login, the username is your first name dot your last name at student.csd509j.net, and your password is your student ID number with 2 zeros in the front. So a lot of you start with 0 in your student ID number and just have 1 0. So that means you're going to need to add 1 0 in front of it. Just remember that these Google passwords are always 8 digits long. So if you have to add 2 zeros or 1 0 to get it to be 8 digits long, that's the important part. So ask a teacher if you're struggling to get logged in. Maybe they can help you. If you don't know your student ID number, it's on your student body card. It's also available from a teacher if you ask them to look it up for you. So let's go back to Google Drive. So once again, here is my Google Drive, and I want to share something with somebody else. So I have this Avid folder. I'm going to go ahead and click the 3 dots to the right here, and that is going to bring up some of the sharing options. So if I hit add people, I now can type in an email address in order to share this with somebody. So if I want to share it with Mr. Bland, I would type in his email address. And because I've already shared stuff with him, it already comes up. So you can share something with any teacher just by doing their first name dot last name and then at corvallis.k12.or.us. That's the teacher emails. If you're doing it to a student, so if I type in a student's name, it doesn't come up like before. I have to type in the whole email. So now that came up as something that I can share with them. Then you can also choose what do they get to do when you share it. So the little pencil over here gives you those options. If you want them to be able to edit, add, or organize within this folder, then I leave it with the pencil. So the pencil usually means edit. If it's just an eyeball, that means they can't edit or do anything within that folder. They can just view the folder and view the documents within it. And then when you're ready to add those people, you hit this green triangle paper airplane type deal, and then it'll add them to be able to have access to that folder or that document, whatever that might be. Um, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just hit the X because I don't want to share that. A lot of you have asked about adding photos or videos to your Google Drive, and that's a great place to store it because once you put it in your Google Drive, you have access to it and you can delete it off your iPad if you're running out of storage. Okay, so I think I have a photos. So I have a Google Photos location, right? And if I want to add, you hit the plus in the bottom right and you hit upload. Okay. And I can choose photos and videos. And it allows me to choose from any of my photo albums. Okay. And add anything from my camera roll. And then once I put it in my Google Drive, I can go ahead and delete it off my iPad so that I still have more space, because I know some of you are like, I'm running out of space. How do I want to save these pictures or videos, but I need to get them off of my iPad. So that is a great way for you to do that. The other thing is if somebody has shared something with you, some of you are not sure where to find it. So upper left is the 3 bars, and you're going to click that and it opens this up. And you're going to hit the little shared with me icon, which is 2 little people next to each other. So hit shared with me, and then it's all of the documents that have been shared with me. Now, if it's a folder or a document that you need to come back to a lot, you don't want it to stay over here in your shared with me. You want to go ahead and put it in your Google Drive. So if you hit so I'm going to do this day 3 coding Google Slides, and I'm going to hit the 3 dots on the right. And one of the options is add to my drive. So when I choose that, it then says it's been added to my drive. But where did it add to my drive? So I need to go back, and it did not put it in a folder. Notice it's not in a folder. So now that it's in my drive, I want to organize it, and I'm going to hit the 3 dots again, and I can put it into a folder that I want to by hitting move. So now I'm going to put it into my drive and choose the folder I want to put it into. So for that one, I needed that for 6th grade exploratory. So I'm going to put that into my 6th grade exploratory folder and choose move here. And it says, do I want to do that? And I said, yes, move. So that is how you add things from your shared section into your own Google Drive so you don't have to go scrolling through all the things that have been shared with you. Like I have a lot, so I'm always putting things that are really important into my drive by doing that. So those are some tips on how to better use Google Drive. I definitely recommend that you live there in your file storage so that you can always have access to everything. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later on Tech Tutorials with Mr. Callis.